How's it hanging, YouTube? Peter here, your ginger Geordie geek. Welcome back to the channel for another one of me impromptu go lives. I saw my good pal Chris from Off Your Shelves was doing a go live earlier on, and I thought, well, bugger me. If he can do one, so can I. But in all seriousness, I've decided to start doing these random go lives every now and then on a Saturday or a Sunday, just when the mood takes us, and basically just for shits and giggles. I've got a few slides to go through, some bits and bobs of stuff that's kind of jumped out at us this week, and we've also got some new purchases and bits and bobs to kind of show off as we're chunter on. So like I say, just a very relaxed, chilled out stream. Probably going to take half an hour or an hour or so, something like that. Please do let us know if you're here in the chat. Let us know what kind of stuff you want to talk about. We've got Phil in the chat. Nice to see you, Phil. And we have got Fuzzy of the Dunlop impromptu lives of the new YouTube interviews. We're all at it. Absolutely Fuzzy. Got to be a trendsetter, man. Keep up with the current crack and all that. So like I say, few things to go over today. I've got a bit of a giveaway as well. We'll give away some comic books a little bit later on, and we'll just see how things go. We've got Chris. Look at that face, man. Beautiful. You must be looking at Godzilla behind us, I think. Nice to see you. Hope you are well, Chris. Chris has just done a great little live show unboxing some stunning little books. So yeah, really, really worth checking that out. Must get myself on Preacher. You guys in the chat, Phil, wrong one, man. I haven't getting there yet, mate. I haven't getting there. You guys in the chat, have you guys read Preacher? I'm sure I might have read one issue or something like that, but it's not a one that I really got into. Was there a TV show as well? I seem to remember. Let us know if there was a TV show as well. We've got Von Hoot. Nice to see you, Von Hoot. Just going live for shits and giggles, mate. Make sure you check out Von Hoot's show later on tonight, 10 o'clock. I want to say Von Hoot. I'm sure you'll have a whole host of fun for you to go and watch. Fuzzy is saying thermodynamic physics, please. I'll cover that in a little bit, Fuzzy. I am obviously an expert, you know that, but we'll touch on that. Reminders at the end. We'll get onto it, I'm sure. Phil is saying Preacher is phenomenal. Lots of people telling us that. I must pick it up. And we've got Hector. Nice to see you, Hector. Hope you are well, bud. Now, I've got some news and bits and bobs to talk about as we go through. Like I say, I've got some stuff to show off. Some stuff that I can't remember whether I've showed you or not before, so we'll cover that. But what I haven't done yet is manage to read any comic books. So let us know in the chat what's out this week that you've read that is decent. Let us know what's actually floated your boat. I started reading by Distillery. I started reading Missionary, and I think I got 2 pages in and thought, oh, I probably need to sit down and read this in a bit more detail. Started off strong, talking about a blowjob. It was interesting, but yeah, I've not read any of this week's books yet. So let us know what's out there, what's good, and what's worth picking up and having a flick through. Von Hoot is saying 10 p.m. I read the first 3 trades of Preacher. At least it's okay, but I feel like I would have liked it more as a teenager. That's interesting. Von Hoot. Let me know what you think of Preacher in the chat, guys, and let us know if anyone watched the TV show. I'm sure there's a show. We've got Luke from Luke's Journey into Thunder Afternoon. Not sure how long I'll be able to make it today. Not a problem at all, Luke. I've got a slide at the end, ladies and gents. You must go check out Luke's YouTube channel. He's fairly new at the game, but he's putting out some stunning content, some really, really strong stuff. So please do check that out. I knew there was a show. I just couldn't remember where it was. Amazon Prime. Was it any good? Did you watch it, mate? Let us know if it was any good. We've got MJ Comics here. Listen while I cook. Dinner for the kids. Nice to see you, James. And Preacher series was good. I liked it. Okay. So I'll probably try and catch up on that. Frankenstein 2 and Ultimate Spider-Man 9, both great. I really enjoyed the first issue of Frankenstein. So yeah, looking forward to reading those ones. I'll definitely get them. Phil's asking if I've been reading Fury. I have, Phil. I have. It's been really, really strong. But I love Garth Ennis's work. So yeah, I'll need it. I don't think I've read the latest issue. The last one I read, I think that it was just starting to come to an end, as it were. Just read Frankenstein, better than issue 1 in my opinion. Okay, I'll check that one out definitely. You can have the standard hardcovers that I have. Now, Now the upgrade is done. You're welcome to them just because you're generally so generous and nice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chris. That's much appreciated. But you know what I'm like. You know what I'm like. I have no kind of impulse control. And because you showed off some sexy absolute editions on your show half an hour ago, I've already started looking, mate. And you know what I'm like. I need the absolute editions. So yeah, very kind of you. But I'm probably going to pick them up as soon as I can in absolute. Good man, Chris. You two could do an impromptu live review of the series. That's an idea. Love to do more with Chris. So yeah, that's a great idea. And Chris is saying he hasn't watched the Preacher show yet. Okay. I've not, tell you what else I've not watched. I haven't got it here to show you, but I'm a massive fan of Deadly Class. And I know Phil mentioned that there was a TV series a while ago. Love the books, but I've never read the series, watched the series. I might have to get into that. Excuse me. Nightclub 2 was also very good. Big fan of the old Nightclub series. Really enjoying that. It's Mark Miller, isn't it? About the teenage vampires. Really been enjoying that. And Fuzzy is saying Standstill and Petra, both good. My issue of Monsters just arrived. Possibly the best cover I've seen once. Which one did you go for, Fuzzy? Because I'm a big fan of the Monsters cover. This is based on the card series, but some of the cover work was absolutely friggin' amazing. I liked the Infinity Gauntlet homage one, but there was some beautiful, beautiful ones. Let me know, Fuzzy, which one you went for. Comic deal shit. I'll need an impromptu live interview just to catch up. Yeah, you will, bud. You will. I did a great. Well, I think it was a great show with good old Comic Deal on Tuesday night. This is my. The guy's amazing. So, and also, he doesn't like to mention it because he's shy, but he is a published artist for Tops. So worth checking out some of his stuff. I really like Preacher series, but I'm pretty sure I've watched most of it on more than a couple of beers. So take that. But yeah, I do like that. And MJ's just bought his first omnibus. Big fan of the omnibus format. I do enjoy a good omnibus. Let me know which one you got, MJ. Find out you like it first. They're here if you want them. Cheers, Chris. I do appreciate that. Fuzzy, reaction video to Comic Deal's impromptu live coming. Well, that's the way we do things these days, isn't it? Reaction to a reaction from a reaction. Of a reaction. Yes, Miller, absolutely. That's for the night people, isn't it? Yep, good stuff. The Bridezilla one. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning, and I love that one. Fuzzy, I'm jealous now. I haven't got a cover yet. Mine's on order. I'm not sure. I think I went for the Infinity Gauntlet one. The Bride cover for the Monsters book is absolutely superb. It is. It absolutely is. Got as many of the Monsters hands on, but unfortunately couldn't get the Bride variant. Yeah, there's some stunning ones. Von Hoot, absolutely stunning. I need to get myself sorted and make sure I grab a few more copies, I think. We've got Dan T. Nice to see you, Dan. I hope you're well. And Lisa, nice to see you, Lisa. The holofoil flip is nice too for Mark Spears Monsters 1 and more limited. I don't know if I've seen the holofoil one. Ooh, Lisa, you've got us intrigued now. I can't remember what the holofoil one was, if I've seen that one. Might have to check that one out. And MG's got the Black Costume Saga Omnibus. Very nice. Very nice. Excuse me. I've still got a bit of a bad chest, ladies and gents, so I do apologize if I keep coughing away. We've got John. Nice to see you, John. I'm not doing bad. I hope you are well as well. Okay, guys, we've got a fair few slides to get through, so I'm going to rattle through them. But before we do that, I want to show you something that... So, you may not know this, but I do a fair bit of YouTube bollocks content. And I quite often buy stuff, show it on live shows, and then put it in a pile of stuff to do videos of, and then can't be asked to do a video. And I can't remember if I've showed this off or not before. I may have on the Killer Comic Show, but if I haven't, here we go. I am a big fan of movies, as most of you know. I like superhero movies, but I also like any other kind of movies. And I'm particularly fond of a good old action movie. And of recent years, a series of movies that have really, really kind of jumped out at me, even though they're a little bit silly, are the John Wick movies. Some of my favorites, I think John Wick 2 in particular was absolutely stunning. I quite like the Continental, and we're going to touch on the Ballerina in a little bit later on the show. But one of the things that kind of goes through that show and is referenced quite a lot is the way the Assassin's Guild pays for things. And I saw these on eBay and I thought I had to buy them. So this is a set of, you get 5 of the gold coins from the Continental and from the Assassin's World that you use to pay. They are proper metal coins. They're really detailed and they are stunning. Absolutely stunning. So I've got a load of these. I don't need 5. I'll probably end up giving away a couple of these at some point on one of the shows. But these are the coins from the show, well, the movie John Wick. I love them. You also get this. Reminders in the chat. Anybody remember what that's for? I don't know what that coin was actually for. I can't remember if it was like, you know, the I can't remember what they're called, like the bosses. I can't remember if it was one of the coins they had or not, but very nice. These all come in plastic coin protectors. I only paid around 20 quid for the set, which I think is great. And then you get this. This is the blood oath kind of disc thing that you put your grubby blood in the middle of, and it acts as kind of a what is it, like a guarantee that you'll do something for the person in the future. So that opens up and you can pop your fingerprint in there. So yeah, not sure if I've shown those off before. I do like me props and stuff like that. So I saw these and I thought I just have to have them. I'm going to get myself a John Wick 1/6 scale figure, I think, and just have some of these lying around next to them. Obviously, that'll not be in scale, but I do think they look pretty darn cool. So yeah, that's the coins from John Wick. Let us know in the chat. Have you got props from any movies that are particularly important to you? Von Hoot, I know you're in the chat, and I know you've got something from the Evil Dead franchise. But let us know in the chat if you've got anything from movies that jump out at you. Luke from Journey into Thunder, I know you're a big Thor fan. Have you got a Mjolnir? I know I've got 1 or 2. I can't remember if you showed one on the show or not. We've got Chris Bell. Nice to see you, Chris. I hope you're well. An excuse to pie off work. You're on it. Good stuff. I'm glad I can assist in some way, mate. Sounds like everyone needs some Tixie Lixie for that coffee. Yeah, I do, mate. I do. It's a nasty chest. Barolina looks freaking awesome. The trailer is better than John Wick 4. Yeah, we're going to touch on that in a little bit, bud. Okay. A few things to chat about tonight. Let's start off with all the various shows that I am a part of. We've obviously got my channel, Triple J Comics, and we've got my sister channel, One Good Scare Show, which I do with my good pal James T. Keegan. Please make sure you check that out and give it a sub if you're into horror-related content. We've got the Killer Comic Show every Thursday, 9 o'clock, for all your comic book content. Please check those guys out. They do some stunning stuff, and they've been plugging away for a few years now. So they are mainstreams of the UK comic community. Let's get them to 1,000 subs. It would be great to get them to 1,000 subs. So please do support them. And then we've got my good pal Efren Passpoint Comics, who's from San Diego, coming over to see us shortly. He's just a stunning guy and a very, very nice bloke. So please do check out his channel. Excuse me. Chris is saying, along the lines of DVH, I have sand from June. Totally is. Proven it's not. You don't need, it's yours as long as you believe it, Chris. As long as you believe it. And Von Hoot, I've got a wrench from my bloody Valentine 3D, or so the eBay seller claimed. Yeah, I've got a pickaxe as well, mate. I'm sure that's screen used. Yeah. And Aunt Jemima, nice to see you, Aunt Jemima. I got the puzzle box from Hellraiser. Yeah, I've got one of those. But it's a pain in the arse. It's a lovely little prop. But when I bought it, the guy showed us how you open it and whatnot. And can I hell get it to kind of open for us? I obviously pressing it the wrong way or something. But yeah, stunning little prop. I like that. Excuse me. I've got 3 hammers. I must say, think yours is proper nice. Thank you very much. Excuse me. Okay, ladies and gents, let's crack on. I just wanted to mention this. Obviously, we lost one of the greats earlier this week. Well, actually, it was yesterday, I think, wasn't it? Massive fan of obviously our work and all the superb films she's done over the years. Well known, obviously, for Harry Potter. I'd completely forgotten she was in the Sister Act movies with Whoopi Goldberg as well. So huge loss to the industry and a huge loss to our geeky pop culture, because she was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal in Harry Potter. So yeah, very, very sad news. This is interesting. So this is news that DC are going to be putting out a Bane versus Deathstroke movie. I'm not sure where the shit this has come from. This is a bit random for me. I like balls. I like balls. Don't clip that. I was saying I like, and then I noticed Dr. Von Hood said balls to Harry Potter. So unfortunately, I said I like balls. Shit the bed. That's going to be clipped and used. Yeah, I like both characters, but I wasn't expecting a movie of them. Has this got any of you excited? Is this something you're keen to see? I just don't know. I don't know. Let us know in the chat what you guys think of this. Are you interested in seeing the Bane versus Deathstroke movie? I don't know if they're thinking of getting Tom Hardy back. That might be interesting. I'm not sure he would do it. But that it was a slip of the tongue. It was, yeah, it would be interesting to see if you would do it, but I don't know. I'm not sure what I think of that at all, ladies and gents. We've got Patron of Comic Arts. Nice to see you, my friend. I won't judge you for liking balls. Everyone's got like Jesus. Yeah, Patron of Comic Arts is a phenomenal guy. I had the pleasure of interviewing him a little while ago and looking at some of his art collection. He's got a YouTube channel. Please do check it out because he's shown off some obscenely beautiful pieces. So please do check out his YouTube channel as well. Okay, moving on. We had The Last of Us Season 2 trailer. My good pal James T. Keegan got very, very excited about this. I thought this looked damn good. Damn good. This, for me, was a series that I wasn't expecting to enjoy quite as much as I did. And I've never played the game. But for me, I don't think you needed to play the game to enjoy the first season of this. I completely bought into all the characters within it. I thought the performances were stunning. I've been told that season 2 of volume 2 of the computer game upset quite a few geeks out there. That there was some stuff happened in the second game that wound up a few people. So it'll be interesting to see what this turns out like. Did you guys watch it in the chat? Have you seen the trailer for this? I thought the trailer looked damn good. I have to say, it really, really does give us Walking Dead vibes at times, but a kind of a Walking Dead at its peak, because Walking Dead had some great episodes. This gives us that kind of vibe. There's a scene in the trailer with, a lot of the infected heading towards the kind of the city that they're in, which I just thought looked stunning. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Little while to wait, not coming out till 2025, but yeah, really, really looking forward to this one. I've not seen episode 2 yet because I don't think it's out here in the UK, but I'm really enjoying Penguin as well. You guys watched Penguin? That's going down particularly well in my household. We're really enjoying it. Fuzzy, does Deathstroke have an underage girlfriend? Is that true? I don't know. I know he's got a daughter, Rose Wilson. But I'm not sure about that, mate. I have to be honest. He's not a character I've read a lot of in recent years. I enjoyed him when he was back in the Titans and things like, or fighting the Titans and stuff. But I don't know about his current, current run. Phil, depends on the tone. If they make it dead serious, then nah, but it could work as fun. I'm not going to live this down. I'm balls to the wall cinema flick. Yeah. And he's saying you should play the game though. I think I got it when I got my new PlayStation at Christmas, and I've played a few games on that, but never really pushed on. To be honest, I do need to commit and have a look. I actually started the game this morning. It's really good, as you would expect. Oh, you'll have to let one know how it goes, Von Hoot. Let one know if you enjoyed it, mate. And Chris is saying, no, I've never played it either, but the series was great. Yeah, I just loved it. I loved it. And Von Hoot's in its HBO, the don't miss. That's very true. Or is it not true? I'm sure I heard about it on a podcast recently. Not sure if it was. Let one know in the chat if you guys know anything about Deathstroke having an underage girlfriend, because that feels interesting. Penguin rocks. It absolutely does. I've got a slide about Colin in a little while because there's some news about him this week, which kind of blew me away. But I was blown away by that first episode. I thought it was phenomenal. Penguin's Sunday nights in the States. We'll get it Monday morning. Got you, mate. Got you. And Aunt Jemima, I'm going to watch Penguin tonight. I heard nothing but good things. So I'm one of the rare people and don't shout at us, that didn't particularly love the Batman movie. I thought it was all right, but I didn't love it. But I loved the Penguin. I thought the Penguin was brilliant. I got kind of Soprano vibes from it, but also a bit of comedy, a bit of humor. And Colin Farrell is just amazing in it. Absolutely amazing. Peter Comic Arts, Terra. Oh, I remember Terra from back in the day. She infiltrated the Titans, didn't she? Was kind of his main squeeze in the original New Titans run. It was definitely jailbait. They would do some crazy bits and old school storylines. I remember that now. She was definitely young. Play it on easy mode and you'll enjoy it regardless of your level. I play everything on easy mode because I'm shite, chubby fingers. Terra was 15 at the time in the comics. Got you. Okay, guys, before we move on to the next slide, just to show off some things I've been picking up. Oh, I've picked up this Once and Future Volume 2 by Kieran Gillen. This series has been amazing. Thoroughly enjoyed this. This is the hardback version. I've replaced all of my softpack versions with the first volume of this and now the second. The artwork in this is absolutely stunning. It's just a great story. And I kind of lost my way with the floppies of this halfway through, I think. So I don't know if anybody in the chat knows, is this the last volume? Because I know the series is finished now. Does this conclude the series? Let us know if it does or not. But yeah, this is a beautiful hardcover. You can see it's got the embossed kind of cover work there. I just love it. I just absolutely love it. So yeah, really pleased to pick that one up. I also picked this up. This is a blast from the past. I don't know what the date is on it, do 1990. This is a book I remember seeing years ago, but never having. This is Batman in 3D, and it comes with some back 3D glasses, which is just amazing. And this is basically, as you'd expect, a Batman tale with the Batman 66 kind of style, but in 3D. So you can read that at your content. Now, I'm obviously not going to take the 3D glasses out, so I bought myself some cheap ones off of good old eBay, and I'm going to have a read of this and see what it's all about. But it looks amazing. It looks absolutely cracking. Did any of you guys have this one back in the day? Any of you read it? It's written by John Byrne, so that's always a good start for me. But it just looks great. And like I say, one that I've wanted for a long time. And that artwork. So yeah, very, very cool. Let us know in the chat if you've read that one. Peter of Comic Arts, the Batman flick was basically a mix of Long Halloween and the film Seven. Meanwhile, Joker has two Scorsese movies, Taxi Driver and The King of Comedy. Yeah, very true. Very true. And I used to have a page from Batman 3D. It was the Penguin and Commissioner Gordon story and art by... I was having to realize the art was by him as well. Very nice. Very nice. And Comic Deal James is saying, is his Batwang in 3D? I hope so, James. That's the only reason I bought it, mate. That's the only reason I bought it. Never seen that 3D. It looks like loads of fun. I've gone down a strange route with my Batman books at the moment because I've obviously picked this up. In a little while, I probably showed you guys on one of the shows, I'd picked up the Batman computer-generated book from, I think, the 90s again, Digital Justice. Again, just because it's different. Do you know what I mean? It's something a bit weird. Speaking of Batman and DC Universe, this has got us excited. Kyle Chandler has been cast as Hal Jordan. Now, I'm a big fan of Kyle Chandler from back in the day when he used to do a show called Early Edition, which I think we've talked about before, which was a show where he got tomorrow's newspaper and he had to try and stop any tragedies that came its way. I think he's a phenomenal actor. He's obviously been in Godzilla movies of late, but he does some great stuff. And I love this idea of an older Hal Jordan who's mentoring the younger kind of generation of Green Lanterns. So the synopsis is that he's going to be mentoring John Stewart. I think this could be great. I really do think this could be very, very cool. I don't know. I've been slightly doubtful of some of the new slate of DC news and worrying that they're putting too much onto the Superman movie and too many characters and all the rest of it. But there's no denying some of the casting has been phenomenal. And I think this is a great move. I think Kyle Chandler is an excellent actor. So I think this might be pretty good. Let us know in the chat what you guys think of this. Has this got you excited? Dr. Von Hoot is confirming Digital Justice looked cack. Yeah, I'm not going to say you're wrong, Von Hoot. but it's different in it. And I mean, the image of the Joker in it, wow, bit rough. Comic Deal, I've always said everything is better in 3D. You're not wrong. Aunt Jemima is on board with this, agrees that this is good casting. And Comic Deal says he's great as the coach in Friday Night Lights. Yeah, very, very good. Good casting with Hal Jordan. Wondering how the show will come out. I'm hesitant, but I'm looking forward to it. I have to say, I'm hoping this is going to be a win for DC. Loved the series Bloodline with him. Bloodline, I'm not sure I've seen that one. Fuzzy, what's that one about? Not sure I've seen Bloodline. But yeah, this is promising. This is good news. And like I say, I love the idea of an older Hal Jordan being a bit of a mentor. That's the route I kind of hoped they would go down with Nova, to be honest. I thought you could have an older Richard Rider kind of training the young Sam, as it were, in the ways of Nova Force. I think that could be pretty darn cool. We've got Izzyverse. Nice to see you, Izzy. Hope you are well, my friend. Thank you very much for jumping on. So yeah, some interesting casting news. I'm liking that. I think that could be interesting. Now, speaking of casting news, I mentioned Superman earlier. I was very excited because over here in the UK, we've got a horror convention coming up in October. And we had this chap, Adam, coming to the Horror Con. Now, just this week, he's cancelled. He's pulled the plug. He said he can't attend anymore. But at the same time, they've announced that he's going to be in a mysterious role in James Gunn's Superman movie. So perhaps that's why he can't make it over to the UK. I don't know what I'm thinking about this. I think again, he is an amazing actor. I love him in Resident Alien. I love him in Tucker and Dale versus Evil. That's one of my favorite horror movies. He's a brilliant performer. But I'm racking my brains to think what he could be doing in the new Superman movie, because he is quite a comedic kind of character usually. What do you guys think? What are you thinking he's going to be doing in Superman? I'm just not sure. Von Hoot is saying Brainiac. You think? I'm not sure, Von Hoot. I'm not sure. I see him more as a kind of a jovial role, to be honest. Brainiac would be very interesting, but I'm not sure if that's I don't know. Peter and Comic Box saying Brainiac as well. Yeah. Greyman, nice to see you, Greyman. Hope you're well. Please do check out Greyman's channel at 7 p.m. for Cover Slingers. Is it tattoos this week, Greyman? I think. Make sure you check that out. It's always a fun show. Always good fun. So check that out. Now, Elongated Man, absolutely. That's a great call, Gray, actually. Yeah, I could see that. I could see him playing Elongated Man. That would be very cool. And Luke saying his best performance was Steve in the good old Dodgeball. God, I loved Dodgeball. If you can, yeah, Dodgeball's amazing. We've got Connie in the chat. Nice to see you, Connie. Thank you for joining. And Greyman's confirming, yes, it's tattoos. If you've never seen the show before, please check out the Greyman's channel at 7 o'clock. Give Cover Slingers a watch and let me know what you think, because it is good fun. Phil saying Jimmy Olsen, the cast Jimmy Olsen, Phil. He's already cast, I believe. I think Gray might be right. I think Elongated Man would fit with the JL. Is it U or E? Justice League Europe that they've been talking about, isn't it? Because they've got some of those kind of characters in there. They've got, I think Elongated Man works. And Crypto, I'm going with Crypto. Well, we know Crypto is going to be in it, but Crypto, they're not going to make Crypto speak, surely to God, are they? Oh, divina. Right. Next, I want your view on this, ladies and gents. Now, anybody that watches my channel knows I am not a wrestling fan by any shape or form. Just not my cup of tea. Pantomime, innit? Pantomime. Blokes in funny costumes jumping around. But I've been told by some people who I trust that I've got to watch this Netflix documentary about this guy. And even when people were telling us, I was like, nah, not interested. But what someone said to us was, this is the Tiger King of wrestling. Now, I'm a big fan of Tiger King just for its madness. So has anybody seen this? Anybody watched this documentary or whatever it is over on Netflix? Is it worth us watching as a non-wrestling fan, or is it going to be a waste of me time? Let us know. Von Hoot, he was great as the villain in Doom Patrol. I loved Doom Patrol. Yeah, loved it. I'm thinking something similar as Brainiac. Yeah. Don't get me started on this. I've not seen this, Doc, but I want to badly. See, lots of people are telling us it's great. I've enjoyed it from a wrestling point of view, but I wanted it to tear into McMahon more for recent allegations. It missed out. That's interesting, Phil. I assumed that's what a lot of this was going to be about. I assumed it was kind of pulling him down a peg or two. As you know nothing about it, I'd say it's probably worth your time. Okay. I might give it a go. And I saw a wrestling channel saying it wasn't very good. Okay. Fuzzy Fat Tash is glorious. I think it's stitched on perfectly. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's beautiful. Right. I've finally caught up with this. This is just amazing. Now, I know it's not geeky related, but I wanted to mention it. Wicked Little Letters in cinema, February. It's been out for a good while now. We watched this. I think it's on Netflix, I want to say, at the moment, or Disney, which one of those channels. And it's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I thought it was just a joy, an absolute joy. It's really funny. If you've not seen this, this is loosely based on a true story of an old English town where the residents start to receive these wicked little letters that have got all kinds of profanity and swear words in them. And a kind of a witch hunt ensues. But it got us thinking, ladies and gents. We are far enough in now. We're 31 minutes into the chat. YouTube can't touch us, so balls to them. What's your favourite swear word? Let us know in the comments. What swear word do you enjoy saying the most? Now, whilst you are thinking about what swear word you think is the best, I'll tell you mine, and it is bell end. I love a good bell end. That sounds wrong. I love the word bell end. Now, we're going to give away some free comics. So after you've put your favourite swear word in the chat, on a separate comment, put hashtag bell end, and we will pick some winners, some free comics after we've showed off some more books. So hashtag bellend in the comments and we'll give away some comic books. Let's just see what people are saying. Fuzzy's saying, watched it. If you've no interest, I don't think you'll enjoy it regardless. I don't think you'll enjoy it regardless. Watched it. Fuzzy Adam, now what you're saying. Watched it. If you've no interest, I don't think you'll enjoy it regardless. Okay. I saw the whole thing as a history lesson. It's good fun, but I have very big problems with it. Okay, interesting. Leon, hold on. Did you really just say you don't like entertainment with men in costumes jumping about? I mean, yeah, you've got us there, mate. You've got us there. Touche. It touches on it, but it should have been a lot worse from that's in terms of the recent allegations. Must be on Netflix, as I haven't seen it and I don't have Disney. Okay, Grey Man, it's well worth a watch. It's just a fun film. In capitals, I like it. I like your style. Fuck. Leon, favorite swear word? Fart plume. Oh, I love it. I don't think I've ever used fart plume in a sentence. I had an old teacher who used to call his students worm casts, which I think translates to worm shit, but I'm not sure. Fart plume is a good one. I like that. You love balls and bellend? I do. Hashtag bellend, good man. Can I say the C word? Needs to be said viciously. You can say what you want, Phil. You have at it. We've got lots of bellends. Most frequent used is the C word, twat. Twat has a nice ring to it, as swearers go. True story, Grey Man. True story. 4 or 5 years ago, my mother started using that word in all kinds of conversation, and she'd heard it on a show on TV or something. And like you say, just thought it had a nice ring to it, but had no understanding that it was a swear word and how offensive it is. So she was just using it in conversation down the post office and stuff like that. We've got a few looks in the streets, I tell you. Dickhead's a good one. I like dickhead. Just for the record, I feel attacked. Bell, yeah, Bell. Cock off flows daily. I do love cock off. That's a good one as well. Okay, keep the hashtag bellend coming and we will pick some comics out for someone in a moment. Few more things to show off now. See, Connie's been drifting in and out. Connie's been drifting in and out. I've asked what people's favourite swear word is, Connie, because I've recently watched Dirty Little Letters. So let me know in the comments what your favourite swear word is. And also, Connie, put hashtag Bellend for a free comic book entry. There's a guy who works in our Asda called yeah. I'd have to make a point of seeing him every visit to say hello. Nice one, Connie. Everybody likes that one, I think. Favorite swear words. Connie is sure to have loads. She's got a pirate's mouth. Now, my good friend, as I've just mentioned, Patreon Comic Arts, has put a video out this week. Please go check it out, where he's got an absolutely phenomenal piece of artwork by the gentleman I'm just going to show you a little head sketch of. He's got a stunning video of that, so please check it out. And you'll have to correct us in the chat because I can't see his surname. But this is a Ghost Rider issue 15, Glow in the Dark, by Mark. Is it Textra? I can't remember his surname. But that's a little Ghost Rider remark on there. I absolutely love that. It's stunning. It pales in comparison to the bit of artwork that the patron has got on his YouTube channel. So go check that out. So yeah, picked that one up recently. My good friend, I say good friend, I've met him once, Livio Ramandelli. But I got this. I saw this on eBay by Livio, who I've had the pleasure of interviewing. Like I say, I can call him my good friend now, can't I? I've exchanged conversation with him. So he got he did this little remark, saw it on eBay. This is Transformers issue number 10 with a stunning remark of good old Optimus there. So I had to pick this one up, and I paid nothing for this, really, nothing for this. So yeah, love that one. I've also been and picked this up recently. I didn't know why. Alias issue number 1. I think it's the first appearance of this particular character. You know, I collect my first issues, so I got that, and I got this because I love it. This is an older UK comic. This is Planet of the Apes, in the old kind of format. Again, just stunning. Really nice condition. Yeah, love that one. Absolutely love that one. 20p sticker on there. Look at that. Monkey. Love it. So yeah, pleased I picked those ones up. They are very sexy indeed. Okay, let's have a look. See, we've got 11 entries in the giveaway. Please do, last few minutes, hashtag Bellend in the chat for a chance to win a few comics, and then we will pick some comic books out. Let's have a look what we're seeing. Hashtag Bellend. I pity the fool. Bit of Mr. T action going on there. Yeah, I used to have one of these. I don't know if it's still a thing, but you used to be able to get these like key rings, and it had different voice things on. And I had a Mr. T one that said that. It was very cool. Very good. Let's have a look. Ashley, I also love calling people a wanker too. It's a classic. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm going to have a good chat with my good friend Efren from San Diego when he comes over, when he's at Weatherspoons with me, because some of the words don't translate in the same way. So I'm interested to know what swear words he's used to. I mean, the C word is a horrendous word over here as well, but I understand that in the States it's even worse. I think it's kind of like it's one of those words that you just absolutely do not say. But yeah, it's interesting. Okay, right. Going to share my screen and we'll do a quick. Oh man, I can never find the right buttons to press. Just hold with us. Bear with us. Share that. And we will do the draw. So good luck, everybody. Last couple of seconds to get an entry in if you haven't done so already. And we are off. So good luck. And our winner is Philly Fiction. See, I got it straight off there. Philly Fiction. Good stuff, Phil. Congratulations. I'm just going to pick you 5 random. So we'll go here. Now, this box is completely random. There's some decent stuff in here. There's some rare variants. There's some classic comics. And there's some shite. I'm being honest. There is some shite in here as well. So it's a bit random, really, what you get. So we've got 5 comics. We'll start off with shite. We've got Moon Knight issue 22. Bit of Tigra action on the front there. We've got Avengers Assemble #1. Bit of Shang-Chi. We've got ooh, that's dirty. That's rude. That's rude. That's Red Room #1 by the very talented and sadly no longer with us, Ed Piskor. This is a great book. Actually, it's rough mind fill. You don't want to leave this one around for your kids to read, but it is a good book to read. We've got the Justice League, and we've got a signed book. We've got Batman Reptile, and it's signed by someone. Don't know who. I don't know if that's Garth Ennis, maybe. Garth Ennis is the writer on it, so it may be signed by Garth Ennis. Well done, Phil. Nicely done. Drop us a line, Phil, with your address, and I'll get those sent over to you straight away, bud. Okay. Let's have a look. I use the C word as a term of endearment. Congratulations, Phil. You're a good. Yeah, I get you, Fuzzy. I get you. Fuzzy saying loves some Ed Piskor. Do you know what? Tragedy, absolute tragedy. Did some great work. Great work. Red Room is rough. It is rough, mind, to read. It's very graphic in terms of its violence and things like that. But it is very, very cool. Peter Comic Arts say Garth Ennis and Liam Sharpie signed the book. Marvelous. So thank you very much for that, bud. We'll send that off to you, Phil. Okay, guys. I wanted to briefly mention this because we've been talking a little bit about the Penguin and how brilliant that series is. And Colin Farrell has been an actor I've been aware of for a long time. Obviously starred in Daredevil. He did the Fright Night remake, which I actually really enjoyed. Not as good as the original, but I did enjoy it. But then this is being out in the press this week, and I was completely unaware of this. But this is that his son has quite severe disability called Angelman syndrome, which I'd never heard of before, to be honest. And he's done a bit of an interview to try and bring some attention to it. He's set up a charity, an organization, because basically what happens in this country and over in the States, I believe, is once you hit a certain age, 21 in the States, you kind of just drop off the funded care support agency. So he's set up an organization to try and support people with this. What I would encourage, ladies and gents, is you just read this story, because it actually, I mean, I'm soft as shit, you all know that, but it had me in tears because it brings home the fact that no matter how big you are, how rich you are, how popular you are in mainstream media and all that kind of stuff, you still struggle with the same things that lots of us struggle with, whether that's mental health issues or, real challenges within your home life. So this, for me, really just made us kind of fall in love with Colin Farrell even more. It's a beautiful interview. So I really would recommend, if you've not seen, there's a few YouTube videos on it. So if you've not seen any of the videos and you want to educate yourself a little bit about Angelman syndrome, do a bit of a Google and have a look, because it really is a beautiful story of some of the challenges his son's gone through. So well worth checking out. Peter Comic Hearts is saying, I saw a video about him and his son's condition. It was interesting to learn about a disease I've never heard of, and you can see how much he loves his son. Absolutely. And Chris is saying, shit comes whoever you are. Stuff don't care who you are at all. Absolutely, Chris. Absolutely, mate. I agree. So worth checking out. What the shit is this? I mean, I don't understand this. I'm sure some people think this is great, but for me, this is just weird. So Batman, the character, has been given his own Hollywood star on the Walk of Fame. I just think this is weird. I know we have got other cartoon characters that have already got these. I think Mickey Mouse has got a star on the Walk of Fame or whatever, but yeah, it's just a bit weird, isn't it? What do you guys think? Does this help raise the profile of comic books? Am I just being a miserable old bugger? Is this good fun? I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting one to mention. Now, this is a TV show that I wasn't expecting to like. I don't know if you guys in America have got this yet. This is David Mitchell's Ludwig. I just put it on just to try and pass a bit of time. Let us know in the chat if any of you guys have watched it. I know I know Fuzzy's watched a few episodes of it, but this is basically a show about a twin brother who, one of the twins who works in the police force goes missing. So his other twin kind of gets drafted in to pretend he's him and infiltrate the police. And you know what? It's really, really funny. So this guy's a puzzle expert. He's into his crosswords and all that kind of stuff. And it's been set up that basically he's gone into the police station to discover what happened to his brother, but he keeps getting pulled into crimes and things and solving murders. It's got a real kind of good vibe of Sherlock and that kind of stuff to it. And I'm enjoying it much, much more than I thought I was going to enjoy it. It's silly at times, but it's good fun. It's good, harmless fun. And all the characters are playing really interesting parts. So yeah, I would recommend, if you've got a spare bit of time, pop this on, just see what you think of it. It's an easy way to pass an hour or so and to just kind of switch your brain off. And I'm a bit of a sucker. I don't know what you guys are like, but I'm a bit of a sucker for your Sherlocks and your Elementaries and all that kind of stuff. I don't feel like we've really got a good detective kind of show at the moment, unless I'm missing any. If anybody knows of any that I'm missing out on, let us know in the chat. But I used to be a huge fan of Elementary, like I say, and all those kind of shows. So yeah, this is filling a spot for us. But if anybody's got any recommendations, please do shoot them my way, because I'd be interested to see them. Fuzzy's saying, I've just learned that you have to pay, for the star yourself and pay for the recoup. Yeah, I learned that a year or two back, Fuzzy. I think I don't know, that makes it all feel a little bit strange to me, that you pay to get your name stuck on there. It's kind of a vanity thing, isn't it? Connie, I think the whole Walk of Fame is a waste of concrete. I would like to see it. I have to say, I would like to see it. But yeah, interesting. Grey Man saying, my missus is binging this now. Let her know what she thinks of it, Grey Man, because I'm watching it with my wife, and we're both quite enjoying it. It is good fun. Badger and Mrs. Von Hoot love Ludwig. I've not seen it yet. Worth checking out. And Connie, I haven't had the time to watch it yet because I've been flat out, but I do want to. Let me know what you think of it, Connie, once you get to watch it. And Leon saying, it's pretty good. Going to watch another episode tonight. Yeah, I've just watched episode 3, Leon. And I enjoyed episode 3, actually. I know Fuzzy had told us that he struggled a little with it, but actually I thought episode 3 was pretty good. It's not, do you know what? Let's be honest, guys. The series isn't, setting the world alight. It's what I would class as kind of easy viewing when you sat watching having your tea or something, or you want to just kill a quick hour and you can't be bothered to invest too much brain time into a show. It's easy to just sit and watch. We've got Christina. Thank you very much for joining, Christina. Always a pleasure to see you. I hope you are well. Connie, I loved Elementary. Yeah, me too. I was sad when it ended, to be honest, Connie. It was a great series, that. Really, really cool, and a good take on Sherlock Holmes. The one guy sat on the right looks like AI. He could be, yeah. Slow Horse is the one that's on my list, Dan. That's the one I haven't managed to catch up on yet, but it's supposed to be really, really good. So yeah, I will be checking that out. Halfway through, it's all right. If you don't like David Mitchell, though, you might struggle. I'm reading a comic about someone who takes up someone's identity also. Ooh, let me know what that comic is, Fuzzy. Let me know. That sounds interesting. She's binging it because she loves it. It's always a good sign in it. Christine saying hi to the chat. Grey Man, she watches so much crime stuff that I have to always be on best behavior. She knows she knows how to make a body disappear. Yeah, bit scary. Keep your knives and things locked away just in case. And Von Hoot is confirming Slow Horses is ace. I'm watching Brassic at the moment. By watching, I mean one episode every 2 weeks. Brassic's not a one I've watched, but I've heard it's good. It's what the BBC does best, sitting in your armchair with your coffee, digestives, and heart medicine TV. Absolutely, Leon. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, moving on from that. Agatha. Now, my good pal Fuzzy sent us this. This is interesting. So, this is some spoilers for Agatha. Put your fingers in your ears if you don't want to know. But basically, what's happened is Funko Pops have put an image, the images are removed from this box, have put an image of 2 of the characters that are in the current Agatha show, and they've spoilt who the characters are. Now, one of them, I would argue, we knew. if you're a comic fan and you watch the show, you knew who the hell it was going to be, surely. So I don't know what that was all about. But the other one took me completely by surprise. I'm going to respect spoilers, so I'm not going to mention the name, but just to say, not who I thought. I think a lot of us thought that this female character was going to be playing Blackheart, and she's not. She's playing someone much more interesting, I think, in terms of the MCU mythology and lore. So worth checking that out. I'm on to episode 3 of Agatha. I've not watched it yet, but I'm quite enjoying it. Are you guys liking Agatha in the chat? Let us know, please. I think it's pretty good. We've got Shiny in the chat. Greetings. When you're doing the in-depth look at your 1/6 collection, you did the overview and the comp ones. That's really funny, Shiny, because I've literally done all the photos before I came on this show. So I've photographed all of my figures, and I'm going to start pulling that video together. So you'll see that within the next couple of weeks. I hadn't realized how many figures I've got. It's quite scary. So that will be coming out soon, bud. Yeah. Young Avengers. I did want to just mention Young Avengers. I think Agatha is leading into this. This has got to be the next kind of stage of the MCU. Do you not think, guys? This is pretty much absolutely the next kind of stepping stone. And again, I was talking to Fuzzy on Instagram. The big kind of players in Marvel kind of lore now are outpricing themselves, surely, from being in future TV shows and shows. So the only way they can get around that is going to off-the-wall characters, like they did with Eternals, which fell flat on its backside, or going for a younger audience. And I think Young Avengers is prime for that. Is this something that you guys would be interested in? Are you keen on seeing Young Avengers? I mean, we've seen a number of these guys introduced subtly already. We've got with Hawkeye, we've got with Stature, we've got with Patriot, we've got him in the Falcon show. Kid Loki we've obviously got American Chavez. So a lot of them have already shown up, and I'm surprised they've not made more of a thing about this coming soon. So yeah, I think we'll get that. Let me know what you think in the chat. Chris is confirming that he's enjoyed Agatha all along. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think it's pretty good. And Greyman is saying it's on a channel I don't have. Yeah, it's on Disney Plus, bud. It is on Disney, that one. Fuzzy's appreciating Chris's effort as ever. And Von Hooter said Agatha all along is really fun. I think anyone that doesn't like it thinks excuse me, everything should be aimed at them. It's just a fun, easy watch, isn't it? It's just a fun, easy watch. Guys, we've got 19 people watching. Please do remember to hit that like and subscribe if you like this kind of bollocks. Chris is saying Young Avengers is inevitable. I see what you did there, Chris. I see what you did there. But I agree. I think it's the only way forward to try and, get some momentum back. We're hearing positive things about the Ironheart show. I think the early test screenings have gone really well. So that's positive. I'm just looking forward to seeing Parker Robbins on screen. Red Hood, he's a bit of a favorite of mine. So I hope they don't muck him up. It just feels like so long since we've had Ironheart. She was in the Black Panther movie, and that was what? 2 years ago? 3 years ago now, maybe? I'm not sure. At least a few years ago. So it feels like it's a long time since anything's happened with that particular series. I'm looking forward to seeing Young Avengers, to be honest. I enjoyed the Young Avengers book I've read. Yeah, me too, Connie. They're always fun. And it's a bit like Thunderbolts to change the roster up, so you can get new, fresh characters. The way some fans complain about new characters, I don't know how Young Avengers would do. People love to moan, Fuzzy. You're absolutely right. And I include myself in that sometimes. Do you know what I mean? I certainly reflect back on my years as a YouTuber and think about how negative I've been about some news or movies coming out. It's just the way of the world, isn't it? And I'm often quite surprised at how things turn out. Some things are much, much better than expected. Not Madam Web. Madam Web's dog shit. So I'm not going back on that one. I'm not falling on my sword for that. It's shite. Agatha's also on the list. The only thing I'm actively setting time aside to watch on its release is Heartstopper Series 3. Connie, am I right in thinking that one of the actors from Heartstopper is playing, I can't say his name, but playing one of the main characters in Agatha? He's the kind of one of the key characters that's been spoiled. but I'm sure he's from Heartstopper as well. Shiny, as a super casual fan of Marvel, I don't know who most of the non-Avengers characters are. Yeah, they really need to make their own movies, good quality though, because they can't rely on name power of these new ones. Absolutely, Shiny. I completely agree. Marvel needs to stop relying on the franchise bringing people in and just rely on good storytelling. I keep going back to the fact Werewolf by Night really is a non-character, but it was a solid bit of television and got really good reviews. So, it hasn't got to be a big name. It's just write a good bloody story. That's all we need. Badger can't wait for Heartstopper season 3, Connie. Fuck's sake, Peter. When did the thing you passed it? When I did the thing, you passed it over. When I didn't do a thing, you appreciate the thing I didn't do. What the hell? When I did the thing, you passed it over. When I didn't do a thing, you appreciate the thing I didn't do. I'm wasted. Chris, I haven't got a clue, mate. I haven't got a clue. Have I missed a comment from you or something like that? Or are you talking in riddles, bud? You're talking in riddles. I'm not sure what I've missed, Chris. This whole StreamYard malarkey, me and Fuzzy were talking about this a little while ago. I think it misses comments and stuff because Fuzzies sometimes don't come up as well. It's weird. That's my excuse, Chris. I'm just going to say I missed. It didn't come up on the screen. I didn't miss it. Connie, I'm excited to see how they tackle Volume 4 in the show. Dr. Von... Oh, we're talking Heartstopper. Yes, that's him. Joe Luck is playing Teen. Yeah, whoever that character may be. Some things are flawless. Get stuffed. She-Hulk. How we, man. How we. Yeah, not good. Not good. We touched on it at the start. If you haven't been and watched the ballerina from the world of John Wick, hashtag Bellend. You calling me a Bellend? If you haven't seen the trailer for Ballerina, go and check it out. It is brilliant. It really surprised me. This we also got some Keanu action in there. He appears at the end of it. It looks very, very cool. I'm all for more from this universe, from this world. I particularly enjoyed the Continental. I know lots of people didn't, but I thought it was really, really good. So yeah, Ballerina, I thought the trailer was spot on. So please do check the trailer out and let me know what you think of that. Fuzzy, you didn't appreciate his joke like I did. Then he made another comment and you oddly said, I see what you did there. Whatever. I'm just going with it, Fuzzy. I'm hitting Jasmine on the metro, so my singer's going to go. Have a good one. Thanks, Connie. Appreciate you jumping in. Hi. Nice to see you, bud. I hope you are well. Yeah, go check out Ballerina. Well worth a watch. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. So, Hellboy, I may be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure I read something this week to say that Hellboy is no longer getting a theatrical release. It's going straight to streaming services. This is a big shame because I think the trailer didn't blow me away, but I know a lot of people are massive, massive fans of this story and franchise. So it is a bit of a shame that it's not getting a theatrical release. Doesn't necessarily break me heart. I have to say I probably wasn't going to go and see this one at the cinema. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think this is a sad thing, or do you think it's dodged a bit of a bullet? Not getting a release in the US. Fuzzy is saying to Connie, who's Jasmine? I see what you did there, Fuzzy. I get that one, mate. I get that one. UK is getting a theatrical release, but the US is getting it streamed. Okay. Yeah, not sure I'll be going to see it at the cinema. Who am I kidding? It's a superhero thing. I'll definitely be going to see it probably. This has got us excited. This is a RoboCop TV series. We've got the showrunner announced, James Wan. He's also done The Conjuring, the Mortal Kombat, and all the rest. He's coming on as the executive producer, but the showrunner is going to be Peter. I can't pronounce that surname. Oko, is it Oko? Who did The Office and Black Sails. I'm all for more RoboCop content. I didn't mind the last movie. I know people ripped it to shreds, but had Michael Keaton in it, didn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah, I can't criticize anything with Keaton in it. But I thought it was all right. I'm excited to see more from this universe. I do think this could have the potential of being very good. I do hope I do hope they don't kind of try and soften it. I hope it's going to be a proper balls to the wall, as it were, RoboCop show. So looking forward to that. Peter Comic Arts is saying with Hellboy, they should have released it in the US theatrically. It may be good. Yeah, I'll give it a go, mate. The trailer looked okay. I'm just a Rob. I have such fond memories of Hellboy 1 and 2. 2 in particular, The Golden Army is one of my favourites. And I didn't particularly enjoy the last one, I have to say. Greyman thought the trailer looked decent, but Hellboy was a bit slim. Yeah, he didn't look like that, did he? He didn't look like that. Look like he should do. Von Hoot, Badger's just come in and said, why is he by himself? That's really sad. It's a choice. It's a choice, Badger. It's a choice. I do a lot of shows with a lot of people, and I just thought, you know what? It'd be nice to just prattle on by myself sometime. And it gives us more of an opportunity to talk to the chat, because sometimes it's a rush trying to talk to everybody and talk to the chat. But yes, I love working with others, and there'll be lots more shows coming with other people. They'll never better the original Del Toro films. Fuzzy, you said, I think I agree, man. I agree. I think those first two are just stunning. Just stunning. Chris, I'm sorry, mate. It's a one that's lost on us. Poo nice one. Poo nice one. Is that how I pronounced? Did I pronounce something wrong? Okay, I'm not sure. Cliff is saying, God bless getting RoboCop off the ground. Absolutely, Cliff. Cliff's just finished his show, Cliff on Comics. Please do go check out his amazing show where he interviews a whole host of folk from the comic book community. Always a good, fun show to watch. So please go and check that out. Geez, I think I may have snapped here. Chris is losing it. And hashtag Keaton reference. Absolutely. You'd be worried about this, Fuzzy, if I didn't reference Keaton at least once. Still the coolest looking he's got a stunning shiny helmet. Now, you know how this 3D printing malarkey's kind of taken the world by storm, and when you go to cons these days, everybody's got 3D printed stuff for sale. I did spot someone who had a 3D printed RoboCop gun a little while ago, and I did think, I fancy picking that up. But yeah, I might get one of those. Shiny's asking where my Hulkbuster is. Took it off the shelf, Shiny, because I've been photoing all of me 1/6 scale stuff. So it's in the other room, but it'll be coming back. Be replacing it with a Lego one? Absolutely not. Dog shit. Del Toro is a hell of a filmmaker. He's a hard act to follow. He's incredible. Did anybody watch his Netflix show? Was it called Cabinet of Curiosity, I think? Kind of an anthology series of scary stories. It was really hit and miss. I have to say, it wasn't as good as I was expecting. There were some decent episodes, but some of them were pretty random. Let us know in the comments if you guys watched that series and what you thought of it. Now, I wanted to mention this. This is my friend Luke, who jumped into the chat earlier on. I had the pleasure of interviewing Luke on my This Is My show a little while ago. Luke is a massive Thor fan. He's got an incredible collection of Thor comics, and he's just started his YouTube journey. So he's just started producing and putting out videos. Please go check out his channel. Have a little look at his content. He does some great stuff, and he's doing some really interesting videos. Have a little look. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button on him. Let him know that I've sent you his way. And let's try and support him to get some of that subs level up, because it does make a difference, ladies and gents, as do comments on videos. It really does not only help the old tickle the algorithm and all that rubbish, but it also just gives a bit of feedback, and it makes you feel like you're doing something that's a little bit worthwhile. So please do check out his channel and give him a follow and leave some comments, because he does some great stuff. Okie dokie, let's move on. Peter and Comic Arts highly recommend the documentary on RoboCop film called RoboDoc, Epic Doc. Ooh, mate, I don't think I've seen that. Let me know what that one's on, because that's very interesting to us. I'd be keen on seeing that. Yeah, what I'm going to do is each week I'm going to do, whenever I do these lives, I'm going to do spotlights. So I will be doing a spotlight on Patreon at some point because his channel's relatively new, but very, very cool. But yeah, let us know where that documentary is. Speaking of documentaries, ladies and gents, anybody notice that the Kickstarter is up now for the Kingdom Come DVD? Prices are atrocious. I mean, I'm a massive Alex Ross fan, and I was very keen when the news of this documentary came out. But when I had a little look-see, you're paying quite a premium for your Kickstarter exclusive DVD and whatnot. I don't know if it's going to be released outside of Kickstarter, because if it is, I may well hold off and just get that. Has anybody jumped on it? Has anybody paid for the signed items or the limited comics that come with it and all the rest of it? It's pricey, but I'm wavering. I am wavering, I have to say. Phil, how dare you? How dare you? I'm going to bend all those comics I'm sending you, Phil, for that comment. Oh, what Luke in the chat still. Thanks very much, Luke. I hope you're well, bud. Thank you for sticking around. Leon saying Counter Curiosity was very hit and miss. It seems like anthology shows and films always bring down great filmmakers. I think you're right, Leon. I think you're right. There was a couple of episodes I enjoyed, and there was a few, I have to say, I just thought, wow, not the best. Not the best. You didn't direct any of Cabinet. All right. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. And RoboCop, excuse me, is on Prime. Okay, thank you. I shall check that out after this show. Most things seem to get released nowadays if they're successful. It's interesting, Von Hoot, because they kind of market it as the Kickstarter exclusive edition. So that to me kind of leads into, the fact that there's going to be a general release. So I might just wait for that. But then there's some stuff that's signed by Alex Ross. So you can get your Blu-ray signed and there's some limited edition. God, different now, man. I put some items in me basket thing last night and I was up to 350 quid. And I thought, that's friggin' madness for a DVD with some sexy add-ons. So I did walk away from it. I don't know what I think. No, mate, I do like DC stuff as well. Kingdom Come is one of my favorites. Big fan of Superman and particularly The Flash. But I don't really read a lot of recent DC stuff, I have to say. I am mainly Marvel and independents these days. Okay, ladies and gents, that's your whack. We've gone through a lot of stuff today. Thank you so much to everybody that's watching. We've got a load of people watching. So thank you for that. Fuzzy saying bollocks to that price. I mean, to be fair, Fuzzy, you can just get the DVD, I think, or the Blu-ray for 60 quid or something like that. But it was by the time I added all the stuff on that I liked the sound of. The rewards for the Kickstarter seem pretty high for my taste. Still waiting for my Zorro package from the Sean Murphy Kickstarter. That's been out, hasn't it? The actual comic has been out because I've read that and it was brilliant. Didn't realize it had a Kickstarter. But I think you're right, mate. I think the Kickstarter prices for the Kingdom Come one went up to, I think it was $2,000 for one pack. Where I think you got some original artwork, mind. I know that's something you might be interested in, but I think you got some original artwork in there. And then there was some signed prints and things like that. But yeah, it felt to me very expensive compared to other Kickstarters I've been involved with. On my channel, ladies and gents, I've got my I Can View This All Day series. We're going to be doing Hellboy 2, so that'll be out shortly. We've got Triple J Tuesdays, which is my Tuesday night live show slot every Tuesday at 9 o'clock. A variety of different shows on that. We've got 1/6 scale action figure reviews. Most recently one out is of the Jim Carrey Riddler. We've got, obviously, comic book content because we're a comic book channel. We've got my interview show. This is my comic hunting videos. This now random live show. I'm going to try and do one of these once a week at a random time. And again, just asking you to go check out the Killer Comic Show and please do give them a subscribe. Let's get them to 1,000 subs. And good old One Good Scare Show, my horror channel with James T. Keegan. Again, would appreciate you checking out that if you like horror content and giving them a subscribe. That would be much appreciated. Next show from me is Triple J Tuesdays at 9 o'clock, where it's a toy show, talk on all things action figures, computer games, and Lego. Jesus, we've added a Lego section. So all that toy goodness on Tuesday night at 9 o'clock UK time, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And that's your whack. Please do check out Grey Man at 7 o'clock over on The Grey Man for Cover Slingers. And then once you finish that, head over at, once you finish that, head over at 10 o'clock to Dr. Von Hoot's channel for his Parliament of Mouths, which is always a fun show. Thank you so much to everybody that's jumped in the chat tonight. Really, really do appreciate it. I'm enjoying doing these solo shows. They're good fun. I hope you're enjoying them as well. If you're watching on the rewind, please do leave us a comment and hit that like and subscribe. And with that, we'll call it a night. Thanks very much, everybody, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.